Hey Kickstarter friends, my name is JetFalco, nice to meet you. I'm an artist, writer, musician, YouTuber, gamer, and even a full-time employee for a big-time corporation. Yeah, my plate can tend to get a bit full at times, but in recent years, I found myself returning to my original passion, creating comics. And I'm extremely honored to welcome you to the first official Kickstarter campaign to raise funds needed to bring DreamersEcho to life.
What is DreamersEcho?
Imagine yourself in a world where the sun is fierce, the air is dry, and humans struggle every day to find the resources to survive. The planet, Mondrea. And it is a world not too different from our own, save for one major difference. Humans have been robbed of their ability to experience dreams.
You fall into it, an unknown darkness takes you in for what feels like a few minutes, and boom, you wake up rested. Legends say the human race was capable of some pretty incredible things due to harnessing the infinite power of dreams. And then, one night, it all just stopped. Time froze for a few seconds. We all held our breath, and before we knew it, we woke up, and not another dream was had. At first, we panicked. Mondrea's people have learned to rely too heavily on the power of the dream, but the human race is known for adapting to survive. And over the next 1,000 years, humanity did just that. We survived. However, the planet's resources did not. We've brought them down to dangerous new lows, with every day becoming more difficult than the one before.
1,000 years, and not a dream was had. Until now. In the cliffside port town of Lufay, Falco, a young shipbuilder's apprentice, awakens from a horrifying vision. The images were vague, but the feelings they gave were intense and unforgettable. What could it have been? Some puzzle that needed to be put together? A future omen that should be avoided at all costs? Or were they projections of someone's past life? Some lost soul, scattered like stardust in the galaxy of time? Whatever this new dream was, one simple truth still resonated throughout. Leave now. One thing is for certain. Falco's future has big surprises in store for him outside of his hometown.
So what about the comic?
DreamersEcho is an ongoing comic series about Falco and his friends, Roz and Wolfie, embarking on a journey to leave any chance at a normal life behind in exchange for a globe-hopping quest to discover more of what Falco's cryptic dreams have to offer. This series draws inspiration from classic JRPG storytelling, steampunk and dystopian world-building, anime and Western-style comic art, epic adventure movies, and even the classic hero's journey. Sound interesting? Well, the story is available free to read on Tapastic and DreamersEcho.com. Check out the links provided in the About section below.
So what sets DreamersEcho apart?
This series aims to give a classic role-playing feel to its storytelling, in which the character's development is revealed through intricate quests, interactions with their party members, and numerous encounters with a huge spectrum of diverse enemies met along the way. And who knows, there might even be a puzzle or a dungeon or two.
So what really sets DreamersEcho apart?
Oh, it's a sound comic.
What's a sound comic?
What's a sound comic, you ask? God, you got a lot of questions. It's simply a comic with an original soundtrack to listen to as you read, to create an all-new experience that'll hopefully transport you into the world you're reading. If you think about it, all of our favorite shows, games, and movies have the best possible music composed to create an atmosphere worthy of carrying the story to new heights.
But why not just make an animated motion comic complete with voice acting and dynamic camera angles?
Well, that's an idea.
But why not just make it into an animated episodic show? Heck, you like games, why not make it into all of the above, but in a game? Or why not a movie even?
Like I said, man, you've got so many questions. Well, all of the above is quite the dream in it, but allow me to bring us back to the beginning where I said the following.
My name is JetFalco. I'm an artist, writer, musician, YouTuber, gamer, and even a full-time employee for a big-time corporation. Yeah, my plate can get a bit full at times. Yeah.
Well, making the script, comic art, and some music to go along with it is quite a load for one guy to take on. Some would say I went back to the buffet of the arts and came back with 2 plates, and it all looked delicious, so I thought, hell, why not give it a try? And for the first time, with what energy and free time I have, I'm combining my first 2 loves, making comics and making music, bringing them together to create the hybrid love child you see here. A brand new portmanteau to bring comics and music together in harmony. A tragic novel. Or, Soundic. No. We'll just stick with SoundComic. Fun fact, the timing of certain song elements will actually coincide with the average time it would take anyone to read each page and really soak in each panel. But some of the tracks are just chill enough for you to read at your own pace and enjoy the experience in your own way.
So, how exactly are we doing all this?
Now that's one question I'm so very glad you asked. The printed version of Volume 1 and the official soundtrack are not only hard work to complete together, this stuff is expensive to make. And this is where I humble myself as a man, put aside my silly pride, and ask complete strangers for help. This campaign's main goal is $1,200, which is enough to cover the printing costs of a good serving of books and all the technical stuff in between. But let's break it down a little further. The printed version of DreamersEcho Volume 1 will include
Chapters 0 through 6 of the comic, behind-the-scenes content including character sketches and full-color art profiles,
sketch galleries,
An insider look at the creation process.
guest star galleries, fan art galleries,
an extra special afterword from the creator,
And get this, if the 100% funding goal is met, a huge reward will be unlocked. The previously unreleased chapter 6.5 will be available and printed. This is a very special text-based dream story that serves as both an epilogue to Volume 1 and a prologue to Volume 2. And if we happen to pick up speed and move a little further past that, I'll have little stretch goals unlocked and announced when those little milestones get reached. So, more info on that later.
So what about the reward?
So you want to talk the good stuff, do you? Well, here it is. Each tier will feature its own collection of special goodies based on contribution level. Rewards include, but are not limited to, the following. The book itself, an autographed version of the book with a custom message of your choosing. The original soundtrack, that's 10 tracks, 7 for the chapter BGM, and a few bonus songs. A digital PDF version of the book, a personalized thank you note featuring your photo in the digital book, a cameo appearance in a future chapter, a speaking cameo role in a future chapter, a Skype session with the author and composer, a YouTube collaboration in a future video, ad space in the book to brag about yourself, a custom art commission, a video shout-out, a signed line art print of the cover, a magic color-changing love, the first ever DreamersEcho t-shirt, a poster of the map of Andrea, a high-quality bookmark, chibi character stickers, and, get this, we were able to capture 5
extremely rare,
3D printed and painted 1-to-1 scale replicas of Falco's pocket watch artifact.
Need back fast as I can only make about 5 of these things before I go insane.
And more! Everyone who contributes receives an extra shiny mention within the book itself in the special thanks credits.
If your interest was piqued at the thought of trying out this so-called SoundComic thing, or if you happen to find yourself inclined to support the arts,
Or if you just want to score some limited edition swag from a series before all your friends find out about it.
then I, Jet, would like to extend a warm invitation and welcome you to be a huge part of creating the very first printed edition and very first official soundtrack of DreamersEcho Volume 1. Wow, hey, thank you so much. Well, I just want to conclude the video with a huge thank you. Thank you for everyone who stopped by to read the page, look things over, check out the rewards, and I'm really excited to get the printed version of this book into your hands and the soundtrack in your ears. And if you happen to feel inclined to contribute, I seriously appreciate the help, and I promise you it will not go to waste. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and hope to talk to you soon.